and welcome back to another one of my videos. Unfortunately, I've been a very naughty boy and I've left my little old SCOMADI too long between oil changes, but today I'm going to sort it out. Right, so there she is on the ramp. First thing we're going to want to do is warm the engine up. So we're going to give the engine a little run and warm it up a bit. Right, we've got our engine nice and warm. We're going to take this side panel off first. Just makes it easier to get to access stuff. So this comes off pretty simple. It's just a Phillips head screw here in the middle. So that off. That should be our side panel off. So we'll unplug. Okay, that's unplugged and away. As you can see, my engine bay doesn't get very much TLC because it's a little bit dirty and dusty. But this is my work bike, gets me backwards and forwards every day, doesn't create a tension with loud pipes and things. It's kind of stealth. Right, this is where we drain the oil from, on this side. We're going to use this side. This has got a 17mm hex nut on it. Be careful, it shouldn't be too tight because it only seals on a little rubber O-ring. So we should be able to crack this off fairly easily. Make sure it's well on there. Just a little tap, there you go. That comes off nicely. So what we've got inside here, we've got a little strainer, oil strainer, because there's no actual filter on this model. It just simply has a simple oil strainer. So that'll be up inside there somewhere. Oil all over my hands. Look at that. So we strain that off. Ah, there he pops. He's just dropped out now. So that's our oil strainer. We'll give that a good clean and a good inspection to make sure we've got no debris. We don't want any of that in there. I've been really lucky with this SCOMADI so far. It's been really good to me. I've only had a few problems with it. One of them is really annoying. The speedo simply went off, completely dead, and it won't come back on. So if anybody out there's got a solution that knows how to repair it, there might be something, just a small part that needs replacing inside or something, or is that it, dead as a donut, and you need to replace it? Because I have heard that SCOMADIs have a problem with these speedos. So get back to me, anybody, if you've got a solution for me. Right. Okay, you want to give your drain plug a good clean and make sure that your rubber seal, which is a big O-ring that goes in here, isn't damaged and it's not been over crushed. If it's too flat and it's not proud enough to make a seal, you need to replace it. If I'd have had one, I'd have replaced it anyway. But I've had a good look at it, and it's still quite soft, and it's still got quite a proud spot there sticking up. So it's going to make a seal. So we're going to be okay with that till next time. Next time I'll get a new O-ring for that. Okay, your strainer. Give that a really good inspection inside and out and make sure there's no debris. If you've got debris in there, that means you've got some sort of damage going on inside your engine from maybe the bearings or something like that. So you need to have a check of this, but this is spotlessly clean, really, really good. I'm just going to give it a little light blowout now. nothing much there. So that can go back in. Just pop it in on the top of the spring like that, and that's ready to go back up. Okay, stick it up inside. You've got that spring to pressurise a bit, make sure you get them threads right. Hand, screw it in by hand. And get your ratchet back on it. And as soon as you get any friction there, just give it a little nip. Just enough pressure to create a good seal. Don't over tighten these because you'll crack the aluminium on the little nut, on the nut, and then you'll be looking for a new nut. Okay, I'm using this Castrol Power One 2050. This is what I'm going to be using in my bike because I'm in Spain. It gets very hot, so a little bit more viscosity than what they recommend. The 1040 is okay. That's what's actually specified, but I mean, if you're in UK or cooler weather, but really hot temperatures, I'd go for something a little bit more manly. So luckily this got a spout for feeding it in. Apparently it takes just under a litre. We will see. So let's get it in there, shall we? Okay, it's just over half a litre. Let's get the old dipstick in and have a look where we are. Right, I'm just on the upper of the dipstick now. So what I'm going to do is, we're going to fire it up and run it and then recheck it. So, dipstick in, and let's run the motor. A litre it says. Forget the manual then. That should be enough for it to circulate around the motor, and we'll let it now settle and see what it comes to. Give it a couple of minutes. That's just right. Okay. I have used 600 millilitres of oil. So that was it. 600 millilitres is all I've used, and it's bang on where I want it. That's from a good drain down. I've left it to drain properly off, and refill 600 ml. So just under 1 litre, obviously 600. Okay, I think it's time for a little test and give it a little ride around, and then recheck it again when I come back. See you in a bit.